Hello, Cambridge. Welcome to What's That About, where we answer all your questions about the pressing issues of the day, brought to you by CCTV.
CCTV, we bring you the world in 30 seconds or less.
We do not.
Okay, time me. USA, Canada, Mexico, Ireland, Spain, China, Africa, Kamchatka, Siam, Eastern Australia, the world. Bang!
Some of those aren't countries, and I'm pretty sure those last couple are just territories from Risk.
Anyway, our first letter comes from Wes on Rushmore Street. Wes asks, back when I was a kid, I used to love to go to the movies at Harvard Square Theater on Church Street. Now it seems like it's been sitting empty forever. Are they ever going to reopen?
Wes is right. That space had shown movies for close to 100 years, but it's been vacant since 2012.
Sure, I remember going to Rocky Horror Picture Shows back in the aughts. I was Frankenfurter, of course.
Of course you were. In fact, the Harvard Square Theater had a lot of historic performances. Besides your rendition of Frankenfurter and showing countless movies, The Clash played their first American show there. Also, Springsteen, Bowie, Bob Dylan, and Joan Baez all performed there.
So why is it still sitting empty then?
After AMC sold it off in 2012, the property sat until it was purchased by prominent Harvard Square landlord G.K. Chan for $17.5 million in 2015. Chan had presented plans to the city to reopen the theater with additional commercial space, but that apparently died during the COVID-19 shutdown.
Chan is the guy who evicted one of my favorite dive bars, Whitney's, a couple of months ago.
That's right. Although the reasons for Whitney's eviction are still in dispute, it's no dispute that high commercial real estate prices charged by wealthy mega landlords like Chan have led to 109 storefront vacancies across Cambridge, doubling the vacancy rate over the past 5 years.
Yeah, it's the way of unfettered capitalism. From recent closings like Hilton's Tent City and Central to Crimson Bikes and Whitney's, it seems like mega landlords would rather eat a monthly loss and screw up the quality of life for the community instead of taking a smaller profit than they think the market will eventually bear. But that only means that only companies that can afford to move into Cambridge these days are like some soulless bank, Verizon store, or other national franchise.
That's true, but sometimes smaller local landlords make it worse too. For example, when the owners of S&S sold their own landmark jazz bar, Riles, they stipulated in the deed that the new buyer would not be allowed to open up a bar or restaurant there.
I forgot about that. S&S blows. The old Riles went from like a fun jazz club, salsa and dancing and hangout for David Foster Wallace to an oversized Bank of America ATM. Unfettered capitalism stinks.
Sure does. Local activists have proposed measures like vacancy taxes or even lowering the bar for the city seizing property by eminent domain. But there are all kinds of legal and political difficulties with such actions, and no one in city government seems to have the courage to take it that far, yet.
So is anybody trying to do anything to fill the old Harvard Square Theater? Seems like getting some additional steady traffic would help other businesses in the square too, and landlords.
Yes, according to the Cambridge Day, Denise Gilson, head of the Harvard Square Business Association, agrees with you. She is begging Chan to improve the once thriving, now desolate and ignored section of Church Street. And even the Brattle Theater nearby has reached out to Chan because they would like to use it to hold larger events than their one-screen historic theater can handle, but they've gotten no response from Chan either.
Well, what is Cambridge city government going to do? I mean, I bet Mark McGovern has memories of hanging out at the theater in his black leather jacket back in the 90s. I bet he saw The Matrix there like 50 times.
Councilors Aisha Wilson, Sumbul Siddiqui, and friend of the show Mark McGovern have all gone on record pushing Chan to explain himself before the city council on April 22nd.
And I saw that Councilor Paul Toner and some other members now are asking to talk to all 22 landlords that have held vacant space for 5 years or longer in Cambridge.
That's true, but Chan, in fact, is the one meeting with the council at this very moment we're taping the show, so we'll see if they can get any new commitments from him. A successful agreement to proceed from Chan could set a precedent with the other landlords sitting on vacant property in this city.
Well, hopefully we can report back next time on some good progress. I mean, I want to see Star Wars 15 and Thor 9 in good old Harvard Square, not out in Burlington or some like other suburban hellhole. Until next week, we'll see you first. They're gonna put me in the movies. They're gonna make a big star out of me. We'll make a film about a man who's sad and lonely. And all I gotta do is act naturally.